Hello friends, I am Dulundhar and today I welcome you to a delicious episode of Simple Learning. As today I am going to talk about the names of the various types of meat. It will be a great English vocabulary lesson because learning some meat basics will help you to open up additional possibilities to your culinary lexicon. It's also a great help for the people who travel to different parts of the country or to different countries. So now if you go to any restaurant that sell various types of meat, this video will be a great help while ordering your food. Besides, in this episode, I wish to tell you how to be grammatically correct while talking about these various types of meat. So watch the video till the end. But before we start, please subscribe Simple Learning if you are new to my channel and click on the bell icon placed next to it so that you never miss out my videos and get a notification whenever I upload any. And if you enjoy this episode, surely like the video and share it with your friends. Now let's get started. Dear friends, look at this delicious mood musallam. Now tell me, what do you love? Dark meat or white meat? And do you know the difference between dark meat and white meat? Well, dark meat comes from the chicken legs or thighs, and white meat or light meat comes from the breasts of chicken or the turkey. White meat generally includes poultry and fish, which is pale in color before and after cooking, and the meat from animals such as goat, lamb, cow, pig, etc. is red meat because of their bright red color. Now let's come to designate meat terminology. The English language has a few ways of distinguishing between the live animal and the dead animal on our plate. The story goes like this. Old English words were used when describing the live animals because the labor class or the lower class Anglo-Saxon farmers and hunters were responsible for raising and killing the animals. And fancier French words were introduced to describe the culinarily transformed, tasty and often expensive meat that would grace the tables of wealthy Normans. Thus, we see in the case of farm animals, the native English or the Germanic names remained, such as cow, pig, sheep, deer, etc. But the French vocabulary won out for the foods made from them. For example, beef, pork, mutton, venison, etc. Now, let's discuss it in details. Number 1. Beef. Generally, beef is taken to mean any bovine meat like ox, bull, buffalo and cow. However, in India, beef has a more narrow interpretation in the common mind. It means cow meat. Next, number 2 is pork. Pork is the meat that comes from pigs. Pork is sectioned into 5 major categories: pork shoulder, picnic shoulder, loin, side and leg, and then broken down into smaller cuts available at the meat counter. We have different kind of pork like ham. Ham comes from the back leg of the pig, and then bacon. Bacon is also pork. It's a type of salt cured pork made from various cuts, typically the belly or less fatty parts of the back. Next, number 3 is mutton. Mutton refers to the flesh of the mature sheep at least 1 year old. The meat of sheep between 12 and 20 months old is called yearling mutton. The meat from sheep 6 to 10 weeks old is usually sold as baby lamb, and spring lamb is from sheep of age 5 to 6 months. In India, the meat from a goat is also referred to as mutton. Since Indians mostly consume goat, it is widely accepted term for goat meat. Therefore, it is not completely wrong to refer to goat meat as mutton. Next, number 4 is venison. Venison is the meat from any kind of deer. And the last one, number 5, is veal. Veal is the meat of calves. However, most veal comes from young male calves of dairy breeds which are not used for breeding. But why do we have different names for the live animal and the dead animal on our plate? Okay, the reason may be in this way animals are made absent through language. The words mutton, beef, pork help us to forget about the living, breathing creature. And in this way, making the animal absent means it is easier. The food is easier to eat. Now, let's talk about the different meat product. Number 1, sausage. A sausage is a type of meat product in the form of a cylindrical length of minced and ground meat, often pork, beef or poultry. Number 2, pepperoni. It's a flattened ground meat of beef and pork. It is soft and bright red in color. Number 3, salami. Salami is flattened sausage made of fermented and air-dried meat from poultry, beef or pork. Number 4, steak. A steak is a cut of meat sliced perpendicular. Next is number 5, ribs. Ribs of pork, beef, lamb and venison are a cut of meat. The term ribs usually refers to the less meaty part of the chops, often cooked as a slab, that is, not cut into separate ribs. They are served as a rack of meat which diners customarily tear apart by hand, then eat the meat from the bone. So, enjoy your food, but now perfectly knowing the type of meat you are eating. Now let's learn some grammar facts about these meat words. Number 1. Do you know the collective noun for meat? Yes, it's carvery, a carvery of meat. Next, all types of meat are mass or material noun, which means they do not have a plural. The singular form is used to refer to small or large quantities. We don't use the plural form of the meat words. For example, I love lamb and not I love lambs. There is a big difference in meaning in these two sentences. In the first sentence, I love lamb means I love eating the meat of the lamb. And in the second sentence, I love lambs, it means I like the animal. Maybe I wish to have a lamb as my pet. Next, number 3. All types of meat such as mutton, chicken, pork, beef are uncountable nouns. So they always take singular verb agreement, such as mutton is fattier and more calorific. So we are using the singular verb is with mutton. So friends, this is the end of this video. If you like this video, like and comment, subscribe the channel and share the video with your friends. Thank you.